Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today I just realized that I haven't done a video on my Horizon Hobby Sport Cub S. So I've had it for about a year or two now, and so this isn't going to be a review video, but it's going to be a good video for basically how long it's going to last and what you're going to need to do with it after it kind of gets a little old. Okay, so here it is. Sorry if the lighting is bad, but as you can see, this is the Sport Cub S. Flip it over here, so we can have a look inside. So the case is a bit messy right now, but we've got the controller, we've got that, I'll talk about that in a minute. Some other extra spare parts that I got previously, and I'll talk about all that. Alright, so let's get out the plane. Well, we can go out and fly it. First, I gotta make some things clear about this plane. Let's start with the cons. So though it is overall pretty durable, it has gotten some dents, as you can see, on the wings, but I have repaired those with some Drydex and then just colored over it with this marker. And it's not that bad. When it's flying through the air, you don't see it, and it looks okay. Also, the nose is fairly weak. In fact, the nose cone is gone, and I actually have no idea where it is. So I have had to buy some new props in the past, and because when you nosedive, it can happen when you're a beginner, and as you can see, it's all crunched up right there, and the motor actually inside there got bent, and we had to we actually glued it a ton and a ton and a ton, and it just kept happening over and over again. So what we did is we sewed it on there from the inside out. As you can see there, we had to sew it on with string. Kind of a strange method, but it did work, and we don't have that problem anymore. So that's most of the cons. Let's get to the pros. Okay guys, I bought this plane for $130, and what I got inside has lasted me almost 2 years, and I'm sure it's gonna last many, many more. First of all, the controller. You have to respect this. It has this button right here. You could be anywhere in the air. You could be twirling around upside down, all wonky. You push that button and it instantly levels your plane right back out. And I know for when I was a beginner, that was very, very helpful. And it's got stinking 3 flight modes. You can start it out in beginner right here. You feel a little bit more confident. Intermediate lets you turn a little bit more tight. Experienced, and boom, the whole plane's yours. You can do whatever you want. Another thing to note, this controller isn't some cheapie. It really isn't. It's not a digital or anything cool like that, nothing fancy in those terms, but it feels really, really good in your hands, and it just really feels really, really good when I'm flying. It's nice. Alright, so enough with that. Let's go take it out for a flight. Okay, so I just checked the wind speed, and it's looking at about 3 miles an hour. And just, if you didn't know, this plane can't fly in anything over 5 miles an hour. So 3 miles an hour is perfect. Alright, so we're currently at the park, and good news, there's nobody here. So, just gonna start it up. Supposed to turn on the radio first, then plug in the battery, stick it on with that Velcro there, and now get a little throttle. There we go. You're supposed to let it sit for level for 5 seconds, then hit the throttle, and now it's in safety mode, so it's always correcting itself. So we're ready to flight, and right now it is in beginner mode. Okay, so give it about half throttle, then you can just throw it like a paper airplane. And this is in beginner mode, so it's going to be pretty stable controls. It glides really, really nice. You just kind of cut the throttle in the middle of it. Alright, so as you can see, this is a full turn. Doesn't really let you turn too terribly steep at this point. But if you bump it into intermediate, now it is in intermediate. And as you can see, you can turn a lot tighter. Can't quite go upside down or do anything like that. But you can go up a lot faster. Be annoying. Okay, and then I haven't used experience mode a whole lot, but I use it to be like loop-the-loops and stuff like that, so I can bump in once I'm high enough, stuff like that. And I can't really go upside down very well because I'm pretty much a noob. But see how it glides so well. This is now it back into beginner. So I like to keep it in beginner because it kind of makes you look like a good pilot. And I don't think it's considered cheating, so why not keep it in beginner if you're not that good, you know? There's no point, unless you're wanting to do some tricks and stuff, then you can just bump up in there. And then we can test out that panic button. So if we get up high and then we do like a nosedive or something, we can easily, okay. So nosedive, and then boom. It just leveled itself right out with ease. So I'll do that one more time. Boom. And yeah, it's pretty nice, you know. You don't have to worry about crashing or anything. I've only crashed a few times, and it's been in the ground, so it wasn't that bad. Then you can let it glide. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time at the pit stop.